Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
Welcome back to the Witcher Let's Play series. Today we're going to do a quest, well, a Witcher contract actually, and we are going to kill a Noonwraith. I am going to start the quest at night because I want to get a jump on a lot of things for the Noonwraith without having to worry about having her attack me. There's a couple of things that you actually do need to do. I love this looming sense from these wolves sitting over here that they want to just attack me and eat me. Let me see if I can get someplace really safe so I can pull up my map. So, if you pull up your map, quest is going to be here, right in the heart of this abandoned village. Alright, I'm just going to run over there, just because I want to pick up some ingredients again. Oh, kind of failed to mention this. If you haven't, you might want to go take a look at the patch 1.04 which was released, which has some improvements. If you notice, the one thing right off the hand is the gathering UI window, which is more readable now and larger. Along with that, it's fixed a number of other stability things with the game. You know, like the NVIDIA Hairworks, some textures and stuff if you're able to run the game at high res. If not, then I mean, that probably not going to affect you. The biggest one for me was I like to alt tab quite a bit when I'm playing, and that's been fixed, thank God, because the game was constantly breaking every time I alt tabbed out. So whenever I prepared these videos, I had to make sure I knew exactly what it was that I wanted to go do. I can tell you that was a fix because Alt was not hopping fences before. Again, it's 1 a.m. in the morning and game time, so you might want to be prepared for anything that's going to come attack you. The only thing I've noticed from playing at game time at night has been a bunch more wolves. I'm sure that's going to get fairly worse as I leave Prologue areas. One thing I hate about that patch is there's no way for me to really tell that the textures have improved while I'm playing the game, because I can't really zoom in on anything, which is odd. Okay, so here's the abandoned village. And look at that, the new signpost. Right outside the abandoned village, so we can come back here later on if we want to.
The infamous well. Strange, no sign of a ghost. Maybe it only shows at a certain time of day.
Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, maybe it only shows during a certain time of day. It's called the goddamn Noonwraith. Of course, it only shows at a certain time during the day. So what you want to do is search these houses in the village and pretty much loot them. There's some pretty good loot that you can get from the houses. One room in particular is going to have an item of interest that we need. I have no clue what I'm going to do with platters, Butcher plates, but you never know. So Let's search these houses. Beer fat, dog tallow. Nice. Demetrium ore, outcasts, and florins. Those florins are pretty much cash. You can go trade them in. I guess because, you know, we're in like a war-torn area, things are switching over. You got some florins, you know what, monetary things change. So you take those and you can trade them in for the proper currency. And this house right here is where we want to go in order to pick up a important piece to this quest log. Nice. Elemental essence and pure silver. Here you see it right on the bed. It's a yellow diary.
Journal. Might be useful.
And if you pull it up, as you can see, they improved the UI a little bit with regards to spacing. Here goes your yellow diary. I speed read, so don't mind me. And if you hover over in these florins, you can see right there it says can be exchanged for crowns at the Vivaldi Bank in Novigrad. And the same with these orens. Really nice touch to the game there. Alright, so now that we have that, we'll go explore by the well. That way we can continue this quest.
Grass around the well scorched.
There are some preparations you can do for this fight, and the game will give you a chance to do them. Only problem is I don't really see a need to do them.
Bodies dried to a crisp.
It's level 2.
Signs of
How hard
burns.
could
All
the raid
signs
actually
point
be
to
as
a
long as you
Noonwraith.
have some kind of skills? So, as you can see, the bestiary pops up right here and it says read the entry about Noonwraith. Obviously I haven't read the bestiary yet. But here we go. So this one's Devil by the Well. It's really odd that Devil by the Well is showing up and that's the contract we're on, but it's not really telling you what it is. So here goes the Noonwraith, and you can see it's vulnerable against moon dust bombs, specter oil, and the symbol year. Then make sure you have that one equipped. Again, this isn't going to be a really hard battle at all, to be honest with you.
Something's tied the Noonwraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world.
So I like the little touch on that, and if you notice, it's literally telling you to go look at each of the houses now. Something we've already done, so we don't kind of really need to go do that. It's pretty much just taking you in order to go find the journal that we found. It's just going to give you more information about what's going on here. What you want to do is come look right here on the well, and you're going to see this knot.
Bloodstains.
For this,
almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30 judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs. Wide pelvis, small jaw. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta... Was she wearing the... Gotta jump down there.
I was literally not trying to do that. We're gonna jump in a well. And really just dive down. Yeah. And it's pretty easy to find the bracelet. It's not hard at all. But first, let's grab this loot. And then we'll take the bracelet. Yep. So.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Noonwraith for good. Better do it near the well.
So, it's that easy to find all these pieces. If you look on the mini-map, there's actually an icon to tell you where to get out the water. So if you go right to that little icon within the yellow spot, you'll be pretty good to find out where you need to go in order to escape the well. Okay. So it's going to be a long swim. Make sure you swim swiftly. That way you can get out of here without problems.
Need to prepare for this fight. Brew some wraith oil. Drink some potions.
And see, the game literally tells you what to do. So this is going to pretty much be your last chance to actually prepare for this fight. Once you go back over here and start burning the body, I'm not sure why, but the game is going to pop up the Noonwraith. I guess maybe because you're burning the body. But it is a Noonwraith, so it should be bound by the times in which it says. Again, I didn't really see a need to actually prepare any spectre oils or anything like that. And I'm playing on the second hardest difficulty, so.
And the bracelet. Igni.
That is one ugly bitch. God damn.
Hey, I think it worked.
Yeah, so don't do what I just did. You don't have Yurden equipped. You actually need to have Yurden. And you're going to trap it pretty much. trap her. Can't hit her. So if she gets away from you at that, you're gonna swing decoys, and they're just one hit.
She's gone. For good.
Like I said, really easy. Make sure you pick up the loot over here, and I've gotten this every time I fought her. Infused dust, amethyst dust, essence of the wraith, some light essence, emerald dust, and the Noonwraith trophy. Yeah. Take all that good stuff. And then now we literally just have to go back to Ulan in order to get our reward. You can use the fast travel if you want to. I'm just gonna run over though. Get a nice meal in. Look at all these damn deer and does. I don't know why my sword is wrong. Oh, so this was something I wanted to point out too. In case some of you guys didn't notice, I don't know why they did this. I don't remember it being like this in The Witcher 2, but literally you have two swords on your back, and your swords are supposed to be effective against different things. So obviously my steel sword I'm supposed to use on humans and so forth like that, and your Witcher sword, kind of want to use that on ghouls, Noonwraiths, and so forth. So it would seem like, you know, at least to add an element to it, you would say, hey, when you get into battle, I want you to choose the sword that you want to. However, the game just adequately chooses for you every single time, and you will properly draw the sword. Damn it. Okay. We'll come back to that. Trust me, pick up ingredients as you go. You can never have enough.
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it, at least.
Now, you can take that dowry if you want to, or you can just leave it. I'm going to tell him keep the coin because I'm a good guy. Or at least I'm playing this as a good guy right now. Chick is sick anyways. I mean, would you really take the money from her?
At this point, doubt I'll ever marry. You keep the coin from Mandy, her wedding. Raise a toast to my health then.
Thank you, Master Witcher. Them's warm words. You've a good heart. But I can't let you go empty-handed. Take this, at least.
Well, I haven't tried the other option. I've got amethyst because of that. I haven't tried the other option yet to tell whether or not you'd get that amethyst. I'm hoping that you only get it for choosing option number 2. It wouldn't make sense. And that was the contract. Obviously he said some important thing in there that maybe you might want to check with if you want to follow up on that story about Claire, about the herbalist possibly knowing who they were. So, just a hint. Alright, see you guys next time.